Hi, thank you for joining us today. I'm Shanna with Peyton's Mama, and today we are working with Hy-Vee, which is a grocery chain here in the Midwest, about a Valentine's Day post on creating everything you need for your family right there at Hy-Vee, your one-stop place. So we are Hy-Vee family. We probably shop there at least once a week. I love using their Hy-Vee aisle online and doing my menu planning and getting everything that I can just pull up and they put it in the trunk of my car. But last night I went in store. I bought everything I need for a family Valentine's Day right there in the store. I got gifts, I have treats, flowers, and the best part is I'm not even going to really be doing I'm cooking, but I'm not doing any complicated recipes. So I'm literally just putting the stuff in a baking dish, following Hy-Vee's directions, and creating a delicious meal. So they have appetizers. So one of my favorite appetizers is deviled eggs, so I went and picked up some deviled eggs. Also in the appetizer case, usually when at least our Hy-Vee has chocolate covered strawberries that are like the huge gourmet ones. They were out of them last night, but they usually have those. Or they usually have some other little snack, like they have an amazing cheese bar that you can go and get any type of cheeses you want. If you're not sure what pairs well nice with a cheese and a cracker, they'll help you make your own cheese plate. So we got our appetizer. Then I went to the butcher area. And I picked up, you have to wait till the reveal later tonight, I picked up stuffed pork chops. They had 6 different types of stuffed pork chops, and so I can decide which 6 or 4 I wanted, so I picked up one of the flavor of each for one. So we have a mushroom stuffed pork chop, a wild rice stuffed pork chop, I think it was a bacon and cheddar stuffed pork chop, and the last one was like a raisin stuffing stuffed pork chop. The butcher also had twice baked potatoes. So again, the potatoes are all made. I'm just warming them up in the oven and melting the cheese on them. And in their shortcut case, which is right in the produce area, I was able to get these delicious asparagus. I'm just cooking them right here in the tray. Nothing else needs to be done. So dinner will literally be that simple, as I just have to put in the potatoes and the pork chops. They told me cook at the same temperature, so I don't even have to worry about messing around with like, oh, how are we gonna get the potatoes done and the pork chops. And then the asparagus I can do in the oven or the grill, and it has directions for both right here. Right here. So they have some great meal solutions. You can, for dinner solutions, you can use the shortcuts, which is in your produce aisle. And they have fruits and vegetables and side dishes. You can use the meals, which is in between, for us, it's in between the deli and the bakery. And they have like meatloaves and chicken dishes that you just have to heat up and serve. Or you can actually stop at the butcher and you can get fresh cut meats that are already seasoned and ready to cook. And we even had a couple meal kits last night, but they were like roasts and stuff, and I wanted to do something a little different for Valentine's Day. Another thing, I'm not even going to do dessert. I stopped at the bakery and got these adorable cookies. Right here, all pre-done. They had these huge sugar cookies. And then they had, these are 2 chocolate chip cookies stuffed with frosting with a little heart on top. I mean, what kid isn't going to love that? So, and these 2 trays came from Hy-Vee too. They have a whole baking aisle full of cake plates and cookie pans and everything you need to make something if you wanted to, but I just wanted to display these. And then I stumbled over to the Valentine's area that has all the gifts, and they have chocolates and little plushies and little trinkets, and I bought some box chocolates. So I couldn't decide which one we would want or I want to give out. So I went and got the Lindt Classic Assorted Truffles. I got a Russell Stover's Pecan Delights, and then a Russell Stover's Milk Chocolate. And they have tons of different choices, different sizes, up to like the great big huge ones to these medium-sized ones to little small ones. And another thing I also really like about Hy-Vee is they have Basin. If you don't know what Basin is actually a Minnesota company that started back in the 90s, and their first location was at the Mall of America. And they make adorable little bath bombs. And they are now only found in Hy-Vee, online, or at Disney. So I love going there and getting the girls each their own little heart-shaped bath bomb, and I do that every year, and Hy-Vee has them right there. So I will just take a little red ribbon and tie these, and they're ready to give. They're so cute. So this is, oh, I almost forgot to talk about the flowers. So when you write at the checkout, there's this amazing flower store that's all Hy-Vee. And you can get bouquets, you can get arrangements done for you, you can get plants. I chose to get an arrangement and stick it in a vase that we already had. So our table will be set. And so we are going to go now cook some of the dinner, and we'll be back a little bit later with finished dinner. Okay, so we're back. I cooked off dinner. It was really simple. All I had to do was put a little baking spray on the bottom of the baking pans and just plate the pork chops into one, and then I plated the baked potatoes into another. And then I was able to take the asparagus and put it directly into the oven as soon as I removed the plastic covering. So dinner was really simple, and it's really beautiful. Here is one of the dishes. It's a stuffed, I believe it's bacon and cheddar, this one, twice baked potato with asparagus. And then this one is the mushroom stuffed pork chop with the baked potato and the asparagus. And then we have our appetizer, which I just had to plate on a little pedestal stand that I got at Hy-Vee, and our desserts, and our flowers, and our gifts. So everything we needed for a fun family Valentine's Day dinner was all purchased at Hy-Vee. It was that simple.